Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising. It's Rena here, and I just want to introduce you to a new feature of mine, which is kind of like a brief look at the Astroweather, the transits that are occurring and how they might affect you. Obviously, since this is a general reading, it cannot necessarily pinpoint things because your degree of sun or rising really make a difference in terms of what houses they fall into. But at least it gives a flavor of things that are happening. And if you would like a more detailed look, based on your personal natal chart, please click on the link below this video, because that is more, if you're looking for something more specific, that probably would fit the bill for you more in that case. But anyway, there's a big concentration of energy in your 10th house of career, which is exciting for you because that is your natural house. Okay, you rule the 10th house. So you're very at home there, and it's something that you like to do. You are a very ambitious sign. So it's no wonder that you rule that sector, and you have the sun there in Libra. You have Jupiter there for over a year, so that's going to be very good for career advancement. And you're going to have a new moon on the 30th in your career sector, so that could be a new beginning in your career matters. So after that new moon is exact, maybe the next day, set your intentions for what you want to occur regarding your career and see if they can be made manifest. Okay, so I think that with Jupiter in that 10th house until October, that you are going to be probably not only like advancing in your career, but possibly expanding your concept of what it is that you want to do. So maybe you had a more narrow idea, and now you realize, hey, this is something that I can take to a new level. And also, you may even decide to go into business for yourself, at least some of you. Because, as a cardinal sign, you're naturally drawn to be in positions of authority, and you can feel sometimes stymied when you're in a subordinate position, because you like to be the director, you like to be the manager. And so if that's the case, just if you're not there yet, don't try to do everything at once. Just do things, take gradual steps to make your dreams come true in that department. Actually, on the 27th, Mars is going to go into your own sign. So you're going to be just naturally more aggressive. And this may dovetail with all of that 10th house activity as well, where you might feel the need to be more independent and assertive and putting yourself first. Obviously, you have to kind of balance that with being too aggressive and turning people off. But in terms of self-promotion, this can be very effective, because even though I just said that Capricorn is a cardinal sign, you do tend to be rather reticent in some respects. Now, perhaps when you are on the job, you can really assume that aura of authority. But just in general, in terms of your general nature, I feel like a lot of Capricorns are pretty humble people, and that's one thing I admire about them. They can be kind of intimidating because of their natural leadership abilities, but they also have, I feel, a sense of self that is beyond the self. So they really feel like kind of like they want to, it's not just like selfish greed or anything like that. I really feel that there is a sense of looking out beyond themselves. And it's kind of weird for me to say that because it's not necessarily anything that's associated with the sign, but just in my personal observations. And so yeah, this Mars in your own sign will make you more energetic. Just on the physical level, you should start to be feeling better because you had Mars in the 12th house. And so that can be very draining. That can be very frustrating because you may have been like chomping at the bit, trying to make something happen and feeling like you were frustrated. And, you know, it's interesting too because you do have Saturn in the 12th. And this is not going away anytime soon. This is going to be until the end of 2017 that Saturn is in this house. And Saturn is your ruler, and it tends to bring about a very kind of sobering energy to it, and makes you face things. And it's a karmic teacher, Saturn. So in the 12th house, which is the karmic house, you may find that you're having to kind of like deal with stuff that maybe you kind of swept under the rug for quite a while. And this is, as I say, a long drawn out process, but it's really good, you know, it really is good because what it does is it makes you that much more psychologically free. And the thing about it's so interesting about Capricorn, you are seen sometimes as a pessimistic sign because you can be cynical due to that Saturnian influence. And this is because Saturn does sometimes see the glass half empty because it's trying to be a realist. It's not trying to be airy-fairy pie in the sky. So with it in the 12th house, it can kind of give that Piscean subtone, as Pisces rules the 12th house, of a little bit of a double dose of that type of, I don't want to say negative attitudes, but just, you know, the pessimism. So just be mindful that this too shall pass, but also question it. I think that would be the best use of having Saturn in the 12th house, is that it can be your teacher, and you can say, why do I think these things? Byron Katie has a great technique. It's called the work. And basically, and you can look it up on YouTube, she's got examples of it. But basically, when you have a thought, you say, is that true? In other words, can I prove that thing, and it's usually some kind of a negative, pessimistic, limiting thought, can I prove that that's true? And a lot of times you realize that you're just kind of regurgitating memes. You're not really saying anything or thinking anything that is in and of itself a fact. And so I find it very inspiring because the law of attraction to me is very on point, and I really think we need to question our thoughts. And a lot of these things are formed for us by other people, and we kind of just absorb them as children. And, you know, the limiting beliefs, the lack consciousness. You know, Capricorn is a very thrifty sign, but again, that tendency to kind of go into the stingy mode, and it's fear-based, really. It's fear. Whenever you fear that you do not have enough or that you won't in the future, that kind of thing can really not only plague you, but it can dictate your choices in life, and you can play too small. So that's, you know, one reason why I suggest that you utilize this very intense and challenging energy, but very transformative energy in that sort of way, and kind of like, you know, stare at it square in the eye and say, is it true? And then you can bust out a lot of these preconceived notions that you've probably carried for a long time. It will definitely transform your spirituality, having Saturn there. So definitely any kind of discipline you can do, get set into motion, can, carry you through for the rest of your life, really. So Mercury has gone direct in your 9th house of the higher mind, okay? And this also, by extension, involves, what do you call it? Universities, and it can be your belief system, like, religion, organized religion. It can be foreign travel is included too in this, and publishing. So if you were trying to get something off the ground, literary wise, maybe the timing wasn't right, and maybe now things will start to flow more. Same with anything in academia. Maybe you just were kind of trying to do something or contact somebody, and it just wasn't happening. Things should start to flow more, and you're going to be directing your attention to this area. So that's pretty awesome, because that will give you the ability to think things through of what you really want to do or what you really want to become, with that philosophical framework. And Venus goes into your 11th house, or it has as of yesterday, the 23rd of September. And you're in the sign of Scorpio, 11th house of hopes and wishes. So Venus can bring money. So it's always possible that you will somehow be gifted by somebody to make something that you've really wanted to happen come true. I have read that this is actually the luckiest house. So it could be something unexpected that you get that allows you to fulfill one of your dreams. It could be that you fall in love with somebody who is your friend. Maybe somebody who was a platonic friend. It becomes something more. It could be that you find love within a group association. So if you're working on a political campaign, I'm thinking of the United States, and what we have going on here, which is quite, I think it's quite bizarre what's happening to us, but in any case, any kind of group, Save the Whales, whatever it is that you're interested in, you can, you might find a love partner that way. This could just be you falling in love with some type of an organization that really kind of touches your heart chakra and helps you to feel a sense of belonging. Venus, love doesn't have to come in just one form. It can be kind of this platonic type of a situation. So it looks to me like you're going to have, and also I wanted to say too, Venus can kind of bring harmony with her. So if you had a falling out with a friend, this could also relate to you kind of having a relationship again with this person and harmony restored. So, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this. I wish you all the best for the month of September. Take care of yourselves. Bye.